Welcome to my review on a new rod from Anyfish Anywhere, the Anyfish Anywhere Bass Pro. I've been waiting over 6 months, biting my tongue, to tell you all about this fantastic new product that they've just released. I'm going to take you through step by step features, application, fishability and castability, and from there you can make up your own mind. So let's begin with features. The rod features Gunsmoke BC MN80 Alkanite Fuji guides, running from a 10mm straight down to a 30. It's nicely varnished and finished in standard pro range black tip of red metallic, long spigot whips, a nice long spigot for wear, moving down onto the standard red label decal. And then they've come away from the hardware and shrink tube that featured on the Grand Prix Pro, and they've moved back over to the flock shrink tube, which a lot of people generally prefer. It features a 22mm adjustable sliding reel seat and a Fuji butt cap. There's no tip tape on the tip, and this is because Anyfish feel that tip tape's a bit more of a personal issue. Some people like the bright stuff, some people like the red, some like the white, other people like the blacker clip stuff. But all in all, it's a beautiful bit of kit. I'm currently fishing about 30 yards out with a 2-hooker, and you can see the glass naturally bending in the tip. It gives it really good bite protection for the small fish close in and the bigger fish further out. Go on. So, quickly moving on to application, I once described this rod to Julian as a Swiss Army knife rod, and that's because it can be used in so many fishing situations. I've used this rod for so many angling purposes in the time I've had it. I've used it for scratching for silver eel, I've used it on the mixed ground for pouting and rocking, I've used it on the cliffs fishing 7-ounce leads, 6-0 hooks, big baits and lifting up big eels. I fished it on the clean fishing for rays and it's loved it. I fished it on West Aberfoyle the other night, and anybody that knows West Aberfoyle knows it's a tackle graveyard, but it was landing smooth rounds and it sailed through. It was brilliant. I'd be happy using this rod for so many purposes. I'd be happy float fishing for pollock and bass. I'd be happy mackerel fishing with feather strip. I'd be happy on a pier, a jetty, a beach. A 12'6", it's a really useful size, so you can use it for whatever you want. And you know, by moving the reel seat a couple of inches, it's quite easy just to put a fixed spool on and use it for float fishing. There's so many applications this rod can be used for. Moving on to fishability, the rod itself is a medium to fast action J curve. Casting rate is 100 to 175, which is approximately 4 to 6 ounce. I've cast a 7 with big bait. It's not recommended, but it'll do it. You probably get the impression it's a bit of a beefy rod. It's not a beefy rod. There is absolutely bags of glass in the top third, and because of this, it means you can cast the smaller baits with the smaller leads quite accurately, quite delicately. But then the midsection loads up and holds up as well perfectly. There's a lot of power in that mid. Again, a bit of an indication now on my 2-hooker. I think it's another codling. Anyway, it's lovely. Like I said, I've used it on the rough, no problems. You've got enough power in it to break out that weak link. I've used it on the mixed, dragging in double shots, treble shots, and again, doesn't fold up. But that doesn't mean it's a stiff rod, and a lot of people get that terminology completely confused. Stiffness doesn't necessarily mean powerful. Softness doesn't necessarily mean weak. Well, I wasn't expecting that one today. A beautiful little codling towards the end of July down Llewellyn. There's a new species for me to catch on the rod. Codling. The other thing I'll say about this rod is it's extremely light. extremely slim, 22mm butt. I caught that codling earlier and the tip absolutely doubled over on a typical small, aggressive, hungry codling bite. I was holding the rod for 2-3 minutes. Sometimes when you're holding a rod you can get a bit uncomfortable and you're moving around and adjusting yourself. I didn't feel it. The bite didn't come back because in typical codling style it had necked it and it was just playing dead on it, and when I reeled in he was there. Like, but the rod is so light, slim, light, powerful, balanced. It's a beautiful bit of kit. So Castability 12+6, it's very compact, light, slim, equal sections. I fished both reel up, reel down, multiplier fixed spool, and I'm naturally a reel down angler, but with this rod I do feel a lot more comfortable reel up. The tip has got plenty of glass in it. I'll show you now. Stacks of glass, loads of glass in there, which makes it ideal for the lighter, softer baits, the smaller leads. And then if you come to the mid, there's a bit of flex with plenty of give, and the butt's not stiff. The butt's not really stiff, but like all the Anyfish Pro Range rods, they load up in the mid and they fire and release extremely smooth and extremely quickly, and that's where the power comes from, the mid section. But it's beautiful to cast. I gotta go. One of the things I'll say about working with Anyfish, and I'm really lucky to be in a position I'm in, I'm really privileged, is Llewellyn and Ian, they will not sell you something if it's not suitable for you. You can phone them up and they will give you all the time at their disposal to discuss through the applications of what you need in a rod for your fishing circumstances in reference to the ground you're fishing, your style of casting, where you want to use it, how you want to use it. And they will only sell you something if they feel it's suitable for you. And that's really important, I feel, in a company. And one of the processes that we have in place is that if you want to come and try a rod, you can phone me up, and by all means you can take it out and have a cast with it before you even part with your money. If you want to try the Bass Pro, the Tournament Match Mark II, the GBFS, the Grand Prix Pro, the remastered rock, by all means give me a ring and I'll hand them to you and you can go and have a cast for yourself. And you're under no obligation whatsoever to purchase anything. But if you just want to come down and try a rod, like I say, it's a process we have in place to accommodate customers so they can try before they buy. And a lot of people have done that, stacks of people in fact, over the last couple of years. So feel free, phone me up, phone Llewellyn or Ian up, and we'll all give you our time and give you our advice based on the information you give us and what's suitable for you. Well, there it is in a nutshell. I hope the information I've given you has been beneficial. I really enjoy using this rod. I enjoy using it so much that I've ordered another one straight away. If you're looking for a rod that will cover you in many different aspects of angling, maybe this is the rod for you. As I've said, if you want to come try one or any of the other Anyfish rods, please let me know. It's not a problem, at your convenience we can make it happen. Well done Anyfish, and thank you very much for letting me be involved. And well done Llewellyn and Ian. Congratulations, another supreme rod in a superb range. Well done.